evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy, the Problem Child, here to talk about his predictions for Extreme Rules. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying this is going to be a great pay-per-view, but it will be okay if the matches go the way the Problem Child would like it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the first match I would like to talk about is Shad versus JTG in the strap match. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please understand me when I say I like the way Shad is carrying himself. I like the way Shad is saying, it is my time. Well, I can relate to that guy because it is my time and it is his time to shine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to see Shad win, but Shad has been having week after week after week getting over on JTG. So I do see JTG winning this match as the underdog, as the winner in this match. I hope this match is actually good, so that way we can see how they will be in their singles competition. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk about the next match, the Divas match. Who gives a shit about the Divas, motherfuckers? They suck. So, I don't give a flying fuck who wins that. Now, let's get on to the next match. Edge versus Jericho in a cage match, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know a lot of you people out there are going to say, well, Edge is going to win. Well, I have to agree with you on that. I do think Edge is going to win. And the only reason why I say that is because Jericho has already won on the grandest stage of them all. Now, I do hope that Edge does win this one so that they can move on with the feud and go somewhere else. And hopefully, Edge get drafted to Raw. Now, ladies and gentlemen, another match I would like to talk about is Triple H versus Sheamus in a street fight. I do hope and pray Sheamus win this one because Sheamus was the world champion, was the WWE champion not too long ago. And for him to lose twice to Triple H, I think will be a damn shame if that actually happens, ladies and gentlemen. Please understand me when I say this. Now, I love Triple H. I think Triple H is one of the best wrestlers out there. But I would like to see Sheamus, and I would like to see some new main eventers. This is a new dawn, a new age. So I would like to see Sheamus go in and win this street fight, ladies and gentlemen. And for my prediction, I am going to say Sheamus is going to win this street fight. No problems. The next match I would like to talk about is Rey Mysterio versus CM Punk. Now this one here, I do love CM Punk. I think CM Punk is a great wrestler, and I think CM Punk should have the belt again. But I know the WWE, and I know the WWE is going to let this good guy win, Rey Mysterio, who makes me sick to my stomach now every time I see him. I just hate the way he catering to the kids, and I hate the way that he always got to be himself the underdog. Well, guess what, Rey Mysterio? You've been in the business for like, what, 20 years? I would think you're not an underdog no more, ladies and gentlemen. Please understand me when I say this. I would not think he's an underdog anymore. So, I would not like to see CM Punk cut his hair because I love the Straight Edge Society. I love what they're doing. I think it is the most entertaining thing that is going on SmackDown right now, the Straight Edge Society. You love them or hate them, but I love them to death. And I do hope that CM Punk wins this. And I will put in my prediction already for CM Punk to win. Now, my next match I would like to talk about is Randy Orton versus Jack Swagger for the World Heavyweight title. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a big fan of Jack Swagger, as a lot of you already know. But I would like to say, I do hope Jack Swagger wins. I hope Jack Swagger beat Randy Orton. I don't like that Randy Orton has been winning the match over and over again against Jack Swagger. Well, I hope Jack Swagger wins as the underdog in this match. And it's a shame that he is actually the underdog in this match when he has the title, ladies and gentlemen. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, Randy Orton, I don't want to see Randy Orton with the title again. Well, I do want to see Randy Orton with the title, but just not on this night. Not right now. Let Jack Swagger have his moment in the sun. Let Jack Swagger be the one to win this match. And I'm going to put in my prediction for Jack Swagger to win. And that's because I have faith in the WWE, which I know a lot of my fans out there are laughing right now. But I do have faith that Jack Swagger will win. Now, on to the last match I would like to talk about. It's Batista versus John Cena. Well, we all know this result. John Cena, of course, is going to win. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, why do you think so? Because he's John Cena and Batista is Batista. We all know they like to have their faces win the matches. And I don't see Batista winning. And if Batista did win, would he go to SmackDown or would he stay on Raw? And I don't think Batista, they will want Batista on SmackDown. So I really do think they're going to have this feud go over and over again, just like they dragged out the Randy Orton and John Cena feud. So I would like to say, for my vote, John Cena to win. And I hope this match is actually good and not a disappointment like it was at WrestleMania. Now, as far as my predictions go, I would like to say, this is my predictions to win. It is JTG, Beth Phoenix, who gives a shit, Edge, Sheamus, CM Punk, Jack Swagger, and John Cena. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, please understand me when I say I would like to do a side note about this. A side note as why the hell the Intercontinental title, the U.S. title, and just not in this pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. Why are you not using these two titles? Here's an idea, WWE. If you're not going to use these titles, please get rid of them. Please make them no more. Just like you made the Cruiserweight by giving it to that douchebag Hornswoggle, who if I meet in real life, I will kick him in the nuts. And it would be worth spending the night in jail to kick that little douchebag in the nuts, ladies and gentlemen. Please understand me when I say this. Why are you burying Drew McIntyre, who has a belt? Why are you burying The Miz, who has a belt? Why is The Miz with the big slow? By the way, you release Shelton Benjamin, you release Mickey James, but you don't release the big slow, this big lazy fat motherfucker. But yet, you continue to bury all these great talents, like The Miz. The Miz is being buried with the Big Show. He is competing with a guy who is slow, a guy who I can beat just by running circles around the ring on him and get him tired. Ladies and gentlemen, what has happened to the WWE where now we can't even see the most prestigious undercard titles be on the line at a pay-per-view anymore? What is going on with that, ladies and gentlemen? It should be Matt Hardy versus Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental title. It should be The Miz versus, hell, I don't know, anybody for the U.S. title, ladies and gentlemen. Just something that I wanted to get off my chest, because I think it's bullshit that they are burying these undercard titles, especially the Intercontinental, which has a hell of a lot of history being in the WWE or the WWF. This is the Problem Child saying peace, one love, I'm out.